That's actually pretty impressive. That's really cool. It's so weird to think about those like different times, you know, back in this like 70s, 90s, where people, you know, couldn't rely on phones or anything like that. They just went out and did things practically. You know, everything was about talking and communicating. Now it's just, you know, most times you don't even interact with anyone. Perfect example is like, look at Uber Eats. You, at no point do you have to be like, get on a phone and call someone. You just open up an app and like, hey, I want to go to this place. Okay, you have Uber. Oh, I want some food delivered to me. I have Uber Eats. You know, back in the 70s and 90s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, you had to do stuff. You couldn't not do anything. Like, and it's really interesting. You know, like my mom, like I mentioned earlier, you know, she's Italian. She was born in Italy. Her first language is Italian. But she like grew up, and eventually now she doesn't even she doesn't speak it at all. Like, she doesn't use it in any kind of connotation, and so she sometimes forgets how to even speak Italian. It's really cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's like, I don't know. Can't really articulate myself. Bring it on. Give it. Yes. Oh yeah, Chris, or for earlier, thank you for the host. I really appreciate it, buddy. One thing we can is who the. Yes, I totally agree. He totally is. Did you see his Twitter he made? On Halloween, he posted a picture on Twitter of the Zodiac Killer's letter, and I believe he destroyed the internet at that time. It was fucking awesome. He owned the joke about being the Zodiac Killer. I'm gonna say it because of the crashing. Okay, let's keep going. Whoa! First of all, thanks for that. Secondly, give me some of that. Hell yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a nice view, I guess. Where's you now? Over here? Jump. Please, interface. Work. There we go. Perfect. You know, when this game works, it's actually really fun. Steam should really have a better way of porting older games. Like, I don't know what they do, honestly. Oh no! So what else great topics are there? Gun control, politics, racism, sexism? I mean, as long as it doesn't cause a problem, I don't mind talking about this kind of stuff because I'm more of an open book. I don't really care, you know. I'm pro freedoms, you know. I'm anti censorship or control, you know. That's basically it. I think people should be as free as they can be, you know. Whether, you know, someone's an asshole, that's their prerogative, but it's their right to be an asshole. That's fine. I don't mind. I know you're joking. I'm just putting down my stance on things, you know. The hot takes of being for freedom, you know. Let's get another save here, because if it crashes, I'm gonna cry like a little girl. Okay. I mean, we've gotten some pretty introspective conversations so far. I think the term offensive should really be defined better. Yes, there is actually no real... This shocked face. There's actually no real definition for it being offensive and hate speech. That's why, like, you know, making laws around it, A, shouldn't be a thing in my opinion, and B, it's, you know, it's a slippery slope kind of deal in my opinion. Oh, there are gates there. I didn't even notice. Yes, all banning Alex Jones did was give him more exposure. People who didn't like him, that was like probably the best thing they could do for him. Like, I like the meme as much as the next guy, but, you know, he does, you know, being outlandish is fine, you know. And I get the argument that Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook are quote-unquote private companies, but they also advertise themselves as freedom of speech, you know, like, hey, you have the freedom to express yourself in any way you can, you know, and if you start limiting people regardless of what they're saying, then you're proving that you're not actually for those things, you know. Because what happens if the shoe's on the other foot? I know. Oh. I know that when they banned Alex Jones for thinking that Pearl Harbor was fake, he is known for his race opinion. Well, there's a huge difference between, like, him spreading hate speech, no, it's not, it's him spreading propaganda, and you know, him saying something that's offensive. He's, you know, as long as he's not what's the term, because there is actual, like, you know, he's not slanderous or liable. You know, those are against the law in America, at least. And as long as he's not doing those things, you know, it's should be all fair game. Unless he's like calling to action things. There's like some nuanced laws that I'm not fully aware of. But those are things that are like actually defined. Like hate speech is not a clearly defined terminology. He didn't tell everyone to go and arrest the people who lost. Yeah, like is what he's saying can be construed as like an asshole thing? Yeah, of course. Should he be allowed to say it? Yes, because ultimately, the public opinion are gonna be like, yeah, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, pardon me, sir. I don't believe anyone is allowed up here.
Am I allowed up here? You know, there's an old American saying, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend your right to say it. And that's what people should do, you know? At least that's my opinion. Hot take, by the way. Yeah, I honestly, about that, I just, if it's a Halloween costume and he's genuinely like, you know, even, I guess regardless of whether or not he was actually a Nazi, it's not against the law. It's just the court of public opinion is basically it. That's against him. I don't care. It's not going to affect me, maybe because I'm not Jewish, but I don't find it offensive. I think it's like a slight against the parents, like, judgment. Did I fuck it up? I did.
I don't understand the delay. I need my payment.
Ooh, all the other kids with their pumped up kicks better run faster than my gun.
My contract. I can go there.
Let's go. Yo, you're next. Level up. Over here, there's this really popular politician who's open about being homophobic and racist, and no one says anything about it because that's his opinion, and he should have the right to express it. Yeah, you know, like, the thing is, he should have the right to express his opinion, even if it is disgusting, you know? Because think about it. All you do is you make them a martyr. You make someone a martyr when you suppress them. You know, why not be like, yeah, like, we need to get rid of this racist. No, put him on the front lines. Be like, yeah, this guy's fucking racist. Don't elect him. You know? Fucking vote for someone else who's not going to be a bigot. Do your own thing.